talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? I am. Let's talk. I want to address my little impersonation there of my brother, Angry Mailman. For some reason, people got offended by it. I'm 100% sure he didn't, because it's called humor. But got a lot of people that getting their feelings unneeded. When I made fun of myself in one of those videos, nobody was upset about that. When I made fun of Miss K, nobody was in an uproar about that. When I was making fun of Nick, the same guy I chat with every single day, nobody made an uproar about that. But Angry Mailman, the same man that nobody would know about unless I mentioned him back when he first made his first couple of videos. Remember, I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm the one that made this cool. I'm the only one that's been still around since 5, 6 years ago. Just remember that. I'm the one that puts people out there because I enjoy their content. And if I impersonate somebody, that's just humor. But I forgot. Here we are, 2024, where people get offended if you use the wrong adjective or pronoun. Well, here's a pronoun for you. I don't give a French door. Let's talk about your money. Oh, before I continue, I'm not going to give you false hope. If you want false hope and false beliefs or a false sense of reality, this ain't the station for it. There are other places you can go for that. I'm going to tell you what it is when it comes down to your contract coming up. And I mentioned it before. Y'all got in my ass, was like, no. And then when Angry Mailman mentioned it, y'all were okay with it. It's wild. The same exact thing that I mentioned before. So I'm going to reiterate it for you so you can kind of hear what the reality is when it comes to your new contract. APWU contract, and you can look this up on their website. You got to believe me. Nobody believes this man. Just remember, everybody piggybacks off this man. $5,275 every year was added on a 3-year term. Carriers on a 4-year term. Carriers are looking at a little bit less, and they have been. Again, you can have a false sense of hope if you want to. And I looked at what that came out to. And now I'm hearing the same figures I mentioned before, 3%. 3%. Anything more is pretty much unrealistic. Well, Jay, let's talk about UPS because we're supposed to be equivalent to them. So I did my research because that's what I do. Research. UPS workers receive a $2.75 per hour raise for the first year of their new contract. This is not an annual raise. Over the 5-year contract, the total wage increase, 5 years, the total wage increase amounts to $7.50 per hour. 2023, it was $2.75 per hour. 2024, it's 75 cents per hour. 2025, 75 cents per hour. 2026, $1 per hour. And 2027, $2.25 per hour. We needed to compare apples to apples, as everyone else has said. That's what you guys said. Compare it to them. They make less than we did when it came down to the annual raises. It came out to, I believe, hold on, let me get the right figures because Jay don't know what he's talking about. It was, hold on. Bear with me. It doesn't say the percentage, but it came out to $2.75 per hour for the first year and a total of $7.50 per hour over a 5-year contract. Part-time workers saw their wages increase to $25.75 per hour. That's with UPS workers. FedEx workers, they receive an annual raise up to 3%. FedEx Express employees' raises are generally around $1 per year, and they have seen 2%. Anything over 3% is not that it's unrealistic, it's that there's only been 10 major companies that's given up to 5%. 10 major companies that have given a 5% annual increase, 5% raise over the life of their contract. But here you go. Side-by-side comparison for raises for UPS and USPS workers. USPS workers get 3% annually. 2024, it was 40 cents per hour, approximately $977 annually. Total COLA over between 2021 to 2024 came out to $3.03 per hour, approximately $6,302 annually. USPS has consistently given annual raises at the 3% raise per year, supplemented with COLAs to adjust for inflation. Those are facts. Were there other companies in this country that have given anything else? Yes. Where are they at? Exxon, Microsoft, and Walmart and other major tech companies have given an increase of 5% or a little bit more. The only other places that you're going to, and those are private companies. And the other private company we just spoke about was UPS. Did UPS get an initial substantial bump initially in their pay per hour? Yes, they did. But they're also a publicly traded company. That's what it is. False sense of hope? Nope, reality. You can say inflation, you can say all the other things you'd like. I'm not gonna sell you a dream. I'm gonna let you know what to expect. If you expect more and get more, it's a blessing. But the way it is and the way it has been, and y'all can say, oh, this is the way it has been. You can go into all the other factors of how you feel. How you feel and what it is are two different things. What I tell everybody all the time, it's what it is. So when I look towards it, now, will they raise you a step? Possibly. Will it be a significant bump? More than likely, no. Because at 3%, you're at $5,000 and some change per year, which comes out to $15,000 over a 3-year period for the APWU workers. Going from $50,000 to $65,000 in a 3-year period. It's nothing to sneeze at. It's just the little bits and pieces that you typically don't see that blows you off or throws you off. But now, are you thinking that you're gonna get $10,000 a year raise? It's not realistic. It's never been realistic. There is no company that's ever done that. So if that's what you're expecting, it's not happening. It's just not happening. So we can sit here and say that we want it, but according to what I'm reading, it's rare for the USPS workers to receive a 5% annual raise. The typical annual raise for the USPS employees is 3%, supplemented by the cost of living adjustments based on inflation. While higher raises can occur under exceptional circumstances, and we could say this is kind of an exceptional circumstance, but the economy has been going up and down. It has. I mean, we're at like 15% with the points and the inflation anyway, and now we're back down to 3% now. So with significant inflation and strong union negotiations, maybe, but you don't have a strong union negotiator. So where is this going with this? And I asked, has any union-based company ever received a 5% increase? And they said, regular federal workers are set to receive a 5.2% raise. Regular federal workers, we're not regular ones. Engineering sector, they got a 5% due to competitive labor markets. ExxonMobil, Microsoft, and Walmart had significant raises as well. But right now, $3.03 an hour with the APWU came out to $6,302 annually, with the average being $5,000 and some change. So those are the figures you should realistically be looking at. Again, I'm not gonna sell you a dream, no matter what anybody else says. It's just about the transparency that you guys should be looking for. And there are other creators that are standing up for transparency, myself as well. My union is being extremely transparent. APWU President Mark Diamondstein just put out a podcast giving a recap about what they just spoke about, and it's on YouTube as well. So we can watch each other and give false hope if that's what you want me to do. I can't give you false hope. I can say, prepare for the worst, expect the worst, prepare for the best, except, well, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, reality is what reality is, because there's a lot of people that are saying, if I don't get XYZ, I'm quitting. And I've had videos where I said, I don't think quitting is the best option. So we can go through all the could be's and would be's. It makes no difference. There is no time in history that they've ever gone even a 4%, not for the post office, just not a thing. Now, an initial bump, like I said before, possibly. An initial tiny bump, but something as substantial as 5%, just not happening. I hope they prove me wrong. And if they do prove me wrong, save this video and make sure you come back and say, Jay, you were dead ass wrong. And I will say, congratulations. You guys deserve it. But until then, please don't have high expectations. Have realistic expectations. That way you don't get your feelings hurt. All right? Feel free to comment. Please don't insult me in the comment section, because I do insult back. I'm not one of these other people that don't read their comments. Good for the exchanges. It's all in love. I really don't know anybody here. It's not like you really affect me directly. But with that being said, this is JH, and I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.